It's common knowledge that AI is evolving at lightning speed. But guess what? Scientists are predicting the rise of a brand new AI technology that's going to be conscious, just like us humans. No kidding. And here's the kicker. It's not some distant dream. We're going to make it happen, but the burning question is, when? Are we going to be hanging out with machines that have no idea if they're human or not? So what's it going to be like when AGI becomes part of our world? Let's dive in and find out. Welcome back to AI Money Magnets, the place where you learn how to make money with AI. Today, we're going to talk about the future of AI and why this whole transformation could come much faster than scientists predict. Let's start with a little context to better understand AGI. And that is that this new technology is described as a type of AI that allows it to understand, learn, and perform intellectual tasks in a way that closely resembles the human brain. In other words, it is the ability of AI to learn in the same way that humans do. A machine that starts out as a baby, but reaches adulthood in just a few months. AGI does not claim to have general cognitive abilities, i.e., they are programs designed to solve a single problem and therefore do not experience consciousness. They only try to imitate it. Or at least this is what we believe so far. Examples include autonomous vehicles and IBM's Watson supercomputer. However, AGI in computing is posited as an intelligent system with exhaustive or complete knowledge and cognitive computing capabilities. This is far beyond the capabilities of AI as we know it today, and some scientists fear it will lead to a dystopian future. Stephen Hawking warned against this development because it would see us as a potential threat and act accordingly, while Elon Musk claimed that sentient AI would be more dangerous than nuclear war. It is no secret that artificial intelligence has grown and democratized in recent times. Now this technology continues to grow and change the rules of the game as in science fiction. This could be the next big step for the world. The question that arises focuses on the difference between AGI and AI. Are they that different? Let's see. As we said, AGI is a more advanced type of AI, and they are terms that should not be confused. AI refers to a machine that can copy human cognitive abilities, such as problem solving and learning. But here's the catch. A human must first program the machine to learn from past patterns to create new information or solve a problem. For example, an AI that plays chess. A human would have to input data about various chess moves, and the machine would use that information to make data-driven decisions. But that's all it could do. Simply put, AI functions are pre-programmed. On the other hand, AGI does not require any prior programming or training. And this is what could make it really dangerous. Because with AGI, the software or machine is expected to be as intelligent as a human, with all its virtues and flaws. For example, you could take an untrained, unprogrammed AGI machine and teach it to do practically anything, be it play chess, be a doctor, or solve crimes. And all of this would be possible without having to program the necessary knowledge to perform any of these tasks. This means that it could have access to logical reasoning, access to real memory, and the ability to analyze situations, texts, and even conversations. Obviously, this begs the question, what can we expect in the future surrounded by AGI? Would you believe me if I told you that this paves the way for the creation of cyborgs? Yes, just like in the movies. One of the advantages of having human consciousness in a robot is that it can go where humans can't. Exactly. I'm talking about Mars. Exploration would be more effective, and of course there would be hope for humans. On the other hand, is it possible that it will change the way we get information? Artificial intelligence already uses data to show us ads, but AGI could directly replace humans in the sales process. Moreover, the generation of knowledge could be completely different from what we know. But if we go a little further, you remember the Eye of God super software from Fast and Furious, don't you? It's fiction, of course, but we could be getting closer and closer to something similar that could make government surveillance systems look like child's play. Sound interesting to you? Maybe, but it raises concerns about the true implications, including the dark ones. The launch of ChatGPT is just the tip of the iceberg of what AI could offer, But it is undoubtedly a whole world that is growing at an accelerated pace, a world that is expected to arrive sooner than scientific predictions suggest. However, there are many specialists who warn about its possible consequences and the possibility of it escaping human control. This is the case of the renowned philosopher and historian Yuval Noah Harari, who has spoken out against artificial intelligence, pointing out that it is something that humanity may not be able to survive. More recently, the CEO of OpenAI, the artificial intelligence company founded in partnership with Elon Musk, suggested that AI could become self-aware. In fact, Musk himself called for a halt to all research, while Sam Altman urged the US Congress to regulate it to prevent it from falling into unscrupulous hands. Former employees of giant tech companies with Google have said that artificial intelligence is very close to reaching the state of singularity, and this means, here, hypothetically in the future, that machines will be able to improve themselves, be able to build themselves by choosing their design, even increase their intelligence to a level without limits. Algorithms have already proven to be biased. Others have been used to emulate a deceased person, and others have been used to shoot and kill. So what is the true scope of these new technologies? A consensus of experts has come to the conclusion that the creation of general artificial intelligence is inevitable and will happen. What happens for us is to know what the future of humanity will look like when it is among us. A frightening fact is that we cannot know exactly what will happen when a machine surpasses our own intelligence, when it can help us to evolve infinitely, or when we can simply be ignored as inferior beings. These ideas have caused the creators to rethink the goals they set for this technology in the first place. But there is also no denying that it is obvious that artificial intelligence and automation in general are very beneficial to society in the era we live in today, and will probably continue to be so in the coming decades. But fears aside, most scientists agree that true artificial intelligence is decades, if not centuries away, and must meet a number of constantly evolving criteria before it can become a reality. These include the ability to reason, use strategies, solve puzzles, and make judgments. So where are we, and who is working towards the goal of creating general artificial intelligence? We seem to have three strands. Most experts are skeptical that AGI will ever become a reality, while others speculate that the desire to create synthetic intelligence comparable to human intelligence will fade over time. Still others, as you have seen, are pursuing its development for the benefit of humanity. Even now, however, scientists are still in the planning phase of AGI development, and minimal progress is expected in the coming decades. What we cannot ignore is that artificial intelligence is here to stay in our lives. And with so many developments and the tremendous momentum of this technology in the past year, we can already begin to imagine what our lives will be like in the near future. Dr. Hiroshi Yamakawa, one of the leading AGI researchers in Japan, is among those who are positive about the future of AGI. I think there is a possibility that it will happen soon, he says. But if you take the average of the estimates of the people involved, we make it 2030, he adds. Based on this prediction, we have a little over a decade before those dystopian robot movies come closer to reality, though hopefully not in the same way. Let's hope Skynet doesn't become a reality. It may be easy to think of AI as a very current and ever-growing sector, while AGI represents a more specific focus within it. So far, there is no doubt that both AI and AGI will continue to evolve, change, and advance in ways that we humans can barely imagine. Perhaps it would take many decades or even a century for an artificial intelligence to reach such a gigantic point of evolution. It's difficult to make that kind of estimate since it really doesn't make much sense to think of a time frame for the existence of an incredibly large level of technology. For now, however, the advances they have made are enough to impress and alarm us a bit. What once seemed impossible, or something we could only see in movies, is beginning to seem more believable and tangible in our daily lives. And that's all for today. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to receive more content. Until next time, stay curious and look forward to the future.